says things.
But I feel like I'm on Mario Jerry Springer.
But we're never in a setting where he can be like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never in
So what
no-
you be saying? Ready for the smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke,
It's
man.
time to get to the smoke.
Let's get to the smoke, go ahead.
Alright. Are you a cheater?
Am I a cheater?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say I'm a cheater. I cheated, though.
Did you cheat on Ari with Taina?
Yeah,
Why?
technically, yeah. Why?
Yeah.
I was young. I was dumb. I ain't know no better, man. I was just doing shit.
I did a second relationship. I would never put myself in that situation again. Especially now being I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but I have a daughter. Like, I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
So do you feel like when dating Diddy, like, was it a business relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you?
I felt like it was beneficial for both.
Did Ari Fletcher just cut ties with Young Miami? Yes, it's true, and the fallout is nothing short of messy. Allegations of betrayal, baby daddy drama, and shady secrets have surfaced, leaving fans absolutely stunned. And the wildest part? G Herbo, Ari's ex and baby daddy, is right at the center of it all. Buckle up, because this tea is scorching hot. Let's rewind for a second. Over the past year, Ari Fletcher and Young Miami seemed like the ultimate duo. They were always spotted together, from hitting up the hottest clubs to sharing hilarious behind-the-scenes moments on social media. Their chemistry was undeniable. They weren't just friends, they looked like sisters, always hyping each other up and having the time of their lives. One of their most iconic moments came on Young Miami's show, Kersha Please. The two had fans screaming when they shared a kiss on live air, showing just how close and comfortable they were with each other. That moment wasn't just viral, it cemented their status as one of the most talked about celebrity friendships.
Okay, we gonna kiss.
I might get wet. Ooh, not the soft lips. Okay, y'all. That's enough of Kersha. Please don't try to take Ari to the bed.
Yeah, they were the definition of public friendship goals, major friendship goals, and sisterhood. Whether it was wild nights out popping bottles or posting glamorous photos together, it seemed like their connection was unbreakable. They gave off the vibe of women who had each other's backs no matter what, but behind the scenes, allegedly, there was a whole different story as cracks were forming in their relationship, and those cracks are now impossible to ignore. Allegations of betrayal, secrets, and baby daddy drama have completely flipped the narrative, proving that not everything was as perfect as it seemed. So what caused the fallout between these two? Allegedly, it all comes back to G Herbo. For those of you who don't know, G Herbo is Ari Fletcher's ex and the father of their son. Now, if you've been keeping up, you already know the history between Ari and Taina, G Herbo's most recent ex, and the mother of his two youngest children. Their drama has been nothing short of a reality show in itself. But let's start with the public accusations. Ari has repeatedly called out Taina over how she allegedly treated her son while he was in her care, with things reaching a boiling point when Ari accused Taina of mistreatment in early 2022, a claim that Taina strongly denied. She even went on record saying she loves Y son like her own. And just to add fuel to the fire, G Herbo admitted to cheating on Ari with Taina, which made their already strained relationship even messier. But here's where the plot thickens. Allegedly, Young Miami's best friend, Momo, started secretly seeing G Herbo behind Ari's back. Yes, that's Momo, the one who was always in Ari and Young Miami's close circle. And it gets worse because rumors have it that Young Miami knew about this secret relationship the whole time, choosing to stay silent. Can you imagine finding out that not only is someone in your circle secretly seeing your ex, but that your supposed best friend knew and didn't say a word? Well, for Ari, this wasn't just about Momo's betrayal, it was about Young Miami breaking the loyalty code to her. It felt like a double hit, first her baby daddy's mess, and then her friend's silence on top of it. The drama is wild, y'all, and it's clear that G Herbo isn't just at the center of the fallout, he's practically the main cause of the whole thing. Well, when Ari found out about Momo and G Herbo, it was game over, and she was absolutely furious. Reasonably so, but instead of deciding to explode on Young Miami in a public confrontation, Ari decided to take a more calculated approach. According to rumors, she didn't lash out immediately. No, Ari played chess, not checkers. Word on the streets is that Ari started cozying up to none other than G Herbo and Tana, the very people at the center of their drama. It gave off a bit of a power move, and to many, this seemed like her way of sending a very loud, very clear message: if you're fine with your bestie sneaking around with my baby daddy, then watch how fine I can be with connecting with your enemies. Now, of course, this didn't sit well with Young Miami. Allegedly, she called Ari out, accusing her of stirring the pot. Instead of just addressing the issue head-on, Young Miami felt like the games were unnecessary and only made the situation worse. But for Ari, this wasn't just about playing games, it was about principle. Young Miami's silence about Momo's secret relationship with G Herbo wasn't something Ari could overlook. To her, it felt like the ultimate betrayal. After all, loyalty is everything in friendships, and Young Miami's decision to stay quiet was a deal-breaker for Ari. In Ari's eyes, if her so-called best friend couldn't even give her a heads up about something this big, then what kind of friendship was it really? But silence wasn't just hurtful, it was a complete breach of trust. And with trust broken, Ari seemed determined to show Young Miami how it felt to be on the other side of the shade. Now, Young Miami hasn't directly addressed this drama, but her actions speak volumes. Fans are already piecing together a pattern, one that seems to favor self-preservation over loyalty. Here's an example. Let's talk about Young Miami's situation with Diddy. When Diddy's legal troubles started making headlines, Young Miami wasted no time creating distance. She kept especially quiet, but then announced during the Season 2 premiere of Kersha Please that their relationship with Diddy was over. Just like that, she let the world know that she wasn't sticking beside him for the fallout. But it wasn't just Diddy's face in the headlines. Young Miami's name has also come up in the growing pile of allegations against him. According to a lawsuit filed by a Jane Doe, Young Miami, whose real name is Kersha Brownlee, allegedly played a role in the mistreatment of one of Diddy's accusers. The lawsuit claims that Young Miami repeatedly called her and urged her to have an abortion after Diddy allegedly impregnated her. While Young Miami has publicly commented on these accusations, fans can't help but connect the dots. Her involvement raises questions about how deep she was in Diddy's inner circle and what she might have known about his alleged behavior. Was she complicit, or is she simply another pawn in his twisted game? Either way, the allegations have left fans questioning her actions and intentions during her relationship with Diddy. The lawsuit alleges that Jane Doe was pressured by Young Miami, who was actively involved in encouraging her to terminate her pregnancy. The accusations state that Young Miami made multiple calls to the woman, adding to the emotional stress she was already facing. This involvement paints a troubling picture of Young Miami's role in Diddy's alleged actions. While Diddy is accused of controlling and intimidating them over several years, the lawsuit suggests that Young Miami may have contributed to the pressure she faced, whether knowingly or unknowingly. People have pointed out that this isn't just a case of being caught in the crossfire. If the allegations are true, Young Miami actively participated in the manipulation. It's a shocking twist for someone who's often celebrated for her independence and no-nonsense persona.
Diddy has a new lawsuit. Young Miami is actually named in the lawsuit. Now, I've been looking for the actual file of the lawsuit. I wasn't able to access it, but I was able to watch someone else who actually read it word for word this morning. I think it was making make sense, and I mean, I'm not shocked, but it's pretty disturbing yet again. New Diddy accuser claims she was plied with booze and drugs. She was violated and woke up with bite marks on her heel.
The lawsuit also paints a horrifying picture of Diddy's alleged actions over a 4-year period, including spiking drinks, putting his hands on the victim, and coercing her. What makes these claims even more chilling is the alleged involvement of others in his circle, like Young Miami, who may have enabled his behavior. The victim describes being compelled to ingest unknown substances, waking up with bruises and injuries, and being pressured into interactions she didn't consent to. Adding to this is the claim that Diddy used his influence to control and monitor her, allegedly tracking her location and conversations. While Young Miami reportedly urged her to have an abortion, this adds another layer to the control tactics Diddy is accused of employing. The lawsuit raises questions about how much Young Miami knew and whether her involvement was intentional or under Diddy's direction. But that's not all. Young Miami's name has come up in yet another lawsuit. Apart from being mentioned in Diddy's growing list of allegations, she's also tied to a lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, which alleges that she was responsible for procuring younger women for Diddy. According to the claims, Young Miami played a much more active role in Diddy's alleged predatory behavior than anyone suspected, which raises even more eyebrows.
A woman named Latoya Grayson who says she believes that she was at one of Diddy's parties in 2006. Latoya joins us live now. This is her first time speaking out since filing this lawsuit just today. We're also joined by her attorney, Ariel Mitchell. Latoya, I want to start with you. Walk us through what happened. I know that your sibling won a contest to go to a Diddy party. You flew out to New York. What happened from there, Latoya?
Well, pretty much everything that happened is in the lawsuit, so I would encourage any and everyone that would like to know the information to read it.
Yeah, I understand. And we've looked at the lawsuit today. I just wanted to hear from you what happened. I mean, because I can imagine you guys won the tickets to go, which must have been pretty exciting. You were in Oklahoma, right?
Yes, sir.
And so you flew to New York. Was it with your sister?
Yes, sir.
And were you excited? I mean, what were you thinking it was going to be like?
Fun, hanging out, the normal parties, getting to take some pictures with some celebrities.
Yeah, I would imagine getting to go to a Diddy party.
Grayson, in terms of answering a lot of questions, today was already a hard enough day. It did take us some time even, for her to come forward and be able to, talk publicly about what happened.
And just when you think it couldn't get worse, a new accuser has come forward, Latoya Grayson. She alleges she was involved in one of Diddy's legendary parties back in 2006. Here's what Grayson is claiming. In 2006, she and her sibling won a radio contest that seemed like a dream come true: airfare, a hotel stay, and tickets to one of Diddy's iconic parties in NYC. However, according to her, the experience quickly turned into a nightmare. The party, originally billed as a white party, was later changed to a black party, and it was anything but glamorous for Grayson. She says that when she arrived, she and her sibling were separated at the entrance. While her sibling wasn't allowed in, Grayson made it inside.
So P. Diddy, guys, has been brutally smacked down with multiple new lawsuits that are describing horrific SA, and Diddy and his lawyers have already spoken out as well over the past 20 minutes, and so we have to basically get into everything. Diddy is facing a SA lawsuit, and this time the accuser has included pictures from the party where she was allegedly R-worded. Latoya Grayson, an Oklahoma woman, has filed a lawsuit against Diddy, Bad Boy Records, and a series of other companies over a 2006 incident where she claims she went to a Combs party and was drugged and R-worded.
Inside the venue, Grayson recalls waitresses serving pre-made drinks. She says she had only 2 drinks before she started feeling sick, and after that, her memory goes blank. The next thing she remembers is waking up in the St. Denson's Medical Center with a ripped shirt, no underwear, and most of her money gone. But this is where things get even more serious. Grayson has provided photographic evidence to support her claims, including photos of her party invites, Delta airline tickets, and even the hotel bill from the Roger Smith Hotel, which was allegedly paid for by Atlantic Records. While this evidence doesn't directly prove what happened to her, it does confirm that she was at the party in NYC at the time. Adding to the chilling narrative, Grayson claims she received a threatening call from an anonymous woman after returning home.
Won the tickets to go, which must have been pretty exciting. You were in Oklahoma, right?
Yes, sir.
And so you flew to New York. Was it with your sister?
Yes, sir.
And were you excited? I mean, what were you thinking it was going to be like?
Fun.
Got to go to a P. Diddy party. So calling a radio station, I'll call the radio station to win tickets. Not a great prize like you would think she won back then. And this was, back in 2006 during the height of Diddy's career.
The caller reportedly warned Grayson not to take legal action against Diddy, claiming that he's a celebrity and that pursuing justice would be a waste of time. This added threat only deepens the unsettling nature of the entire situation, as it suggests an attempt to intimidate or silence potential accusers. The situation becomes even more complex with the suggestion that the victim, Grayson, never pursued legal action due to threats allegedly made by a woman, with some fans and critics speculating that Young Miami could have been involved in silencing her. Jaguar Wright, known for her outspoken commentary, has also called out Young Miami, suggesting she may be more deeply involved in Diddy's world than she publicly acknowledges. These allegations raise significant concerns about Young Miami's proximity to Diddy's alleged crimes and the potential role she played in them.
Minaj with females out here. I hear lace front all the time. Snatching up and throwing them in her nasty ass twat. Like when I think of the title of her show, I'm like, is that what your bitches be saying? Carisha, please?
Oh, man. Damn. Okay.
Please, Carisha, stop, Carisha, please.
So you're saying that Carisha is...
She's a predator no different than Nicki Minaj. She likes that shit. That turns her on.
Given the growing number of allegations against Diddy and Young Miami's alleged involvement in multiple lawsuits, it's not surprising that Ari Fletcher would want to distance herself from the situation. The complexities of the accusations and her own personal ties to the drama likely played a role in her decision to step back and protect her own image and reputation.
They say you gotta put a little bit of your stuff in there, and then after that, he never ever from that time forward, he was like, I don't want to eat no more red sauce from you, cause he know my people from New Orleans. He like, I don't know, you might be on do some little voodoo to me or something. That voodoo wasn't in that pasta. That voodoo was something else.
I know that's right. It's like, nigga, it's between my legs. I gotta put in the pasta.
Oh, period. This gonna be a mess.
It seems that Ari Fletcher's decision to cut ties with Young Miami could indeed be a strategic move to avoid being dragged into ongoing scandals, especially as new lawsuits and accusations continue to surface. Given the complex dynamics of their friendship, Ari may view Young Miami's silence regarding the secret relationship with G Herbo as further evidence of self-preservation and a lack of loyalty, reinforcing the notion that each person should prioritize their own interests in such a high-stakes situation.
You met a guy, he's a manager at Target, he a great guy. Can you be with him?
No.
Quick fan question, because the people want to know. Okay. Do you ever think you can rekindle your friendship? They gonna keep asking.
With who? With Tucson?
Tucson.
Absolutely. I wouldn't go to his funeral.
For someone like Ari, who places a high value on loyalty, Young Miami's decision to stay silent about the secret relationship with G Herbo likely felt like a major betrayal. For Ari, this situation isn't just about loyalty, it's also about self-preservation. By cutting ties with Young Miami, she's distancing herself from being associated with the growing list of controversies surrounding Miami, making a calculated move to protect her own reputation as new allegations continue to surface. G Herbo may have ignited the initial tension between Ari and Young Miami, but Diddy's legal troubles seem to be the real cause of the fallout. As the lawsuits and accusations surrounding Diddy continue to unfold, Young Miami is finding it harder to avoid scrutiny. Whether her role in the allegations is proven or not, her connection to Diddy makes it nearly impossible for her to escape the fallout. Ari's decision to step away from the situation looks like a smart move as it helps protect her reputation. In a time when even being associated with this kind of drama can cause harm, distancing herself from Young Miami seems like a way to safeguard her future. Looking back, their friendship always seemed fragile. Ari's history with G Herbo and Tana, paired with Young Miami's focus on her personal situations, meant loyalty was bound to be tested. People are now questioning whether their friendship was ever genuine or just for the cameras. While their public bond seemed flawless, it unraveled quickly when things got tough. For now, Young Miami has stayed quiet, but as more accusers come forward, the pressure on her will continue to grow. What do you think? Was Ari's fallout with Young Miami truly triggered by G Herbo, or was she distancing herself from the bigger controversies surrounding Diddy? That's all for today's deep dive into the drama surrounding Young Miami, Ari Fletcher, and Diddy. The twists keep coming, and as more details unfold, it's clear that the fallout from these allegations will continue to make headlines. What do you think of all the accusations and the friendships that have crumbled? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below and let us know what you think really went down. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to hit that follow button for more celebrity news updates. Until next time.